This video is a continuation of the previous question that we did, which involved having to solve for sine 22.5 degrees. If you didn't watch this video on how I solved it, I highly recommend watching that one first before getting to this one, because we're going to use the logic from this question to this question. So the things that I explained on when we had to solve for this one, I won't explain on this video, right? So let us go ahead and take the answer that we got for this sine 22.5 degrees real quick. So we got, let me just cut and paste it. Copy. Okay, just paste it there. So we got this. So how is this going to be relevant? So now, again with this one, without using a calculator, essentially meaning you just have to show your steps, right? What can we say about this cos 67.5 degrees? Let's write it down, 67.5 degrees. Let's try our calculator tricks. Okay, I know they say without using a calculator, but in some instances, like I've been emphasizing on previous videos, you want to know when to use a calculator. So here we're using a calculator just to test something out. What is 90 degrees minus 67.5 degrees? Oh, okay. So 90 degrees minus this angle over here, 67.5 degrees, is equal to 22.5 degrees. So we can work with this because we already worked with it on when we were trying to solve for sine 22.5 degrees, right? So we can express this angle over here as, let me just draw an arrow, cos 90 degrees minus 22.5 degrees, right? Because 90 minus 22.5 is just going to give you 67.5. Indeed, you can go ahead and type it in your calculator and check for yourself. So 90 degrees minus 22.5 degrees is 67.5 degrees. Okay, that is great. And what can we see with this? With this new form that we just got now. Cofunction. We know that for cofunctions, if it's cos 90 degrees minus a particular angle, it's going to be sine of that particular angle. It's essentially a reduction, but the cofunction type of reduction. I really hope you guys know your cofunctions. Otherwise, if I haven't made a video about it, I will do it. And if I did, I will link it in the description, right? Something you should know from grade 11, actually. So, by using our knowledge of cofunctions, let us write this as sine this angle over here, sine 22.5 degrees. And we already solved it. We already solved sine 22.5 degrees, so it's going to be the same thing. 2 minus square root 2 over 2, right? And just like that, we solved our question. So, you know, if these questions follow along with each other, you must immediately notice, okay, there must be a trick. Let me see. We wanted to use 90 minus that angle to get this angle because, again, we know that 90 degrees minus is going to be a cofunction. It's a cofunction angle. And in any case, 90 degrees is also a special angle as well. So even if you didn't know about cofunctions, you could have used a compound angle formula to expand this out. And actually, no, that wasn't gonna work. But yes, so in this case, you actually needed to know your cofunctions, right? So yeah, always realize these type of tricks. And I know you most likely you couldn't have figured this out on your own at the first time. It's okay to watch this video and learn, but it's much more important that after you have followed along through this video, go back, practice on your own again. If you're still confused, come back and see where your mistakes were, and then go back again and do it on your own until you can do it on your own without watching these videos, right? That is what I highly recommend. And yeah, thank you.